Hello everyone, I'm Entom64 and I am Spider-Man.
Hello everyone, I'm Tanner of the North, and I guess I am also a Spider-Man.
Together we are the Spider-Man, just like how Peter Parker is Spider-Man and Miles Morales is Spider-Man. Thank you, good night. Now we can start the playthrough good and proper, but before we do, I reckon it's time to just take a look back and see how we got here, because Tanner was not part of the first Spider-Man playthrough. I did that with Helldragon, and then we both did Miles Morales together, so just so we're all on the same page.
Hey, Pete, I'm working on a
It's also a good reminder for not just me, because it's been a long time since I played this game myself, but for everyone else, because if you haven't played it in a while, or at all, now you can catch up.
Hi, I'm Peter Parker.
I don't recall him having this face back in the day.
A bachelor's degree in biophysics.
See, and it's funny, because for me, it's like I only played the PS5 version, so for me, it's like, this is what I'm used to.
Oh, by the way, this is Spider-Man 2 that we're playing. Sorry, I was too busy thinking up quips, just like Peter Parker, really.
It's one of those things, you know, sometimes a quick quit makes you forget the important stuff. It's kind of a theme.
Definitely not October right now. It's still quite cold, but it's January when we're recording this.
I've used my powers to help the city and
Start of a new year, and honestly, I feel Spider-Man's color scheme and everything feels like a ring in the new year sort of look.
Well, I don't know, wouldn't it be more like red and gold for you? Wouldn't you more prefer the Iron Spider?
It's true, actually. Oh no, we'll get to the Iron Spider, alright.
But
so now we have progressed into Miles Morales. If you are like Maximilian Dude, you will have turned off the streaming stuff at this time. The music will not be there, and every scene will just be a little bit awkward, honestly.
How about with my mom's work in Harlem every
It's awkward, but it's at least something you gotta do if you're a streamer there. That said, this game's streamer mode at least replaces it with new, uncopyrighted songs.
Sometimes it does. It seems very uneven, but, you know, not really here to quibble about stuff and whatnot. Subscribe to the HFC Patreon, that way we don't have to worry about this.
True, true.
But I learned how to be a hero from my dad.
Oh, rest in peace. Unfortunately named Black Cop.
In the City Hall bombing. The good I try to do every day.
Actually, today, because it's the end of the school year for us, and what you do at the end of the school year, you put on movies. So I did a unit on Into the Spider-Verse, and so today we watched Across the Spider-Verse there.
Hell yes.
As a fun time at the end of the year.
You know what's funny? The protagonist of Miles Morales didn't even get a look in there.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Look, alright, I like the Tinkerer. Finn as a character was a little bit aggravating at points, especially her writing, but she didn't deserve to be left out of the recap, come on.
I guess she was kind of a villain of the week, but regardless, that was a small adventure. Time for a big one.
Indeedy so. Right, we're going to be playing in performance mode, which grabbed 60 FPS, and yada 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 2 years ago.
I completely forgot at first about the original stinger of the game. Well, the end of the first game, that is. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, right! The whole thing with the Venom, question mark? We got to the actual, you know, trailers, and it's like, yeah, we're doing Venom, let's go!
How could you forget Venom?
It's one of those things, because, you know, he's always on my mind, but sometimes he gets forgotten.
Fucking ballpoint pen him.
It'll work.
Loving the green mood lighting, by the way. Definitely not foreshadowing anything.
Yeah, no, it's just very nice, you know, brings out all the natural hues of the skin. Definitely not sickly.
I'm not going to lose you.
A little bit close, Dad.
I will never let you go.
Huh?
Oh no, not the dad goo!
No, not the mouth! Gotta be honest, I've had better dreams.
My man's in there like that one enemy from Brawl's Subspace Emissary you never fight.
What did he possibly mean by this?
Some people know. They'll know. Some people in the comments are like, I know exactly what he's saying.
Alright, first comment here. Everything looks visually a step up from the first game. You know, Insomniac just continues to improve and improve. They gave Miles the most stereotypical black teenager haircut imaginable. I saw a fucking collage, and there's like 20 of the fuckers.
It's bad. They all saw Killmonger at the exact same time.
Oh my god, yeah. New synapses were formed that day.
Hi.
Okay, I'm gonna be super real though. When Peter walked in with his haircut, I was like, wait, is that him? Because for some reason, my brain could not put this bad haircut in my mind together with Peter Parker.
Okay, well, at least both Spider-Men are equal in that regard as well.
Some insects and
I am so happy my lad's a teacher though. Thank God we get some representation. I hope this lasts through the whole game.
Oh, wouldn't it just be grand?
Okay.
Even Spider-Man's gotta go have a shit every so often.
Now, surface tension.
So I actually showed this scene to a bunch of my teacher friends when they came over for a Christmas party, and they were just freaking out at how realistic of a classroom this is for everything in the room. That's that Sony money, baby.
I was gonna say, do you get a sandy season as well? Then I remembered we had to call off one recording session because of a sandstorm.
Because I was in a sandstorm, so yes, that is a thing.
Mr. Morales, is it? Are you sure this isn't something you can handle yourself? I'm sure.
It's one of those mega deuces, Bosch. You got no idea.
Okay,
Yeah, I need to be strapped in for this one.
4 or 5 or whatever. Miles, I need this job. If the principal comes back and sees I'm gone, I'm gonna get fired. I know, but you gotta see this.
You gotta hear this music as well. You know it's ramping up to a big old intro.
Yeah, it's so good. Man, this is I think this might be an all-timer for video game intros, honestly. This is up there with, like, City Escape in my eyes.
Oh, absolutely. It clears the first two games easily.
So getting fired.
Ooh, I'm getting the chills again, Tanner. I love Spider-Man, Charlie. I love Spider-Man.
Fills you with a childlike glee, and that transition makes me so happy. And this was, of course, again, where I was showing my teachers that I'm playing this game, and they're like, okay, so when are you gonna play? And I'm like, I am playing. And they're like, what?
Whoa! Now, immediately you can tell this game is just faster overall than the first game, and that is completely down to it being a PS5 exclusive. You don't got to take the PS4 into account at all.
The big thing that lets it go faster is that solid-state hard drive. The slow loading of the original is entirely due to the hard drive, and because that's to load slowly, you have to make Spider-Man go slower. We're going to see very quickly throughout a couple things in this game that the fast loading is not just a, oh, cool gimmick, it's actually built into the game itself, and it's really cool!
We'll get to new MJ look doing the fucking Pepe thing over there later. For now, I just want to enjoy the ride, or the swing, as it were.
Yeah, we're on the ups right now. We'll think about the downs later.
I've seen people lose control like this. Be careful.
Good thing there are 2 Spider-Men now.
Hell yeah, baby. 2 Spider-Man.
Might need the new tech we've been cooking up too.
Only there was more.
If only.
10,000 more. But we'll think about that in another spin-off.
Now, you start to get to diminishing returns after the first 100, I feel. Oh, man. I completed this in like 29 hours, 100%, and I haven't really looked back since, because, you know, they're currently working on New Game Plus right now, as you can tell from every comment, every reply to every single Insomniac tweet known to mankind. But just being back now, I gotta say, it feels good.
That's Sandman? MJ wasn't kidding.
Mind you, coming back and having, you know, a lot of the powers that you get used to being gone. Not the best, but at the very least, you do get to start with a majority of the things from the first 2 Spider-Man games there, right? You get your mostly upgraded Peter and a mostly upgraded Miles. It's not back to 0, but it's definitely not maxed out.
Oh crap.
No, I don't want to be a sand bugger.
Got your nose, or my nose.
Still angry after all these years, Marco?
Yeah, I know we kept you in a little vial in a backpack that we just kind of scattered around the city, but oh Jesus!
That is a big yeetus.
Alright, Miles, I think it's your turn now, baby. Oh, no, we're running.
Never said it was a good one. It was supposed to be a normal day. Teach physics, have awkward conversations in the teacher's lounge.
No, you don't want that day, buddy. You don't want those awkward conversations.
I'm a good superhero.
You gotta save the people. That's the whole point.
Spider-Man, think you can sign for this delivery? It's coming in hot. I'm there.
I love these awkward little slow swings.
Mini Marcos? I wish I could do that.
Combat practice, baby. Also, you could do that. Or was that a Miles thing? I forget the clones.
That what I actually have no idea. I'm not even gonna give that an answer because I'm gonna be wrong.
Down some new friends. What the? He can do that? Apparently. Need you now.
Oh. And like I said about the swinging, this feels instantly a lot snappier and punchier as well. They really paid attention to the game feel of the whole thing.
For me, it's not only the impacts bigger, which is a huge thing, but it feels like the effects, right? It's a little bit more, for lack of a better term, anime, because you get these big effects as you do your punches.
Hell yeah, baby.
It's so cool!
So Miles has his electric stuff. Peter has all the spider arms and the like.
I'm happy they took something that everyone agreed was like really cool but underutilized in the first game, and they're like, yeah, we should probably put that as part of his like base move set. It's just the logical thing. We all thought it would be real cool to use the arms more.
Otto's old research really came through for these arms.
We.
Almost there. How you holding up? Miles?
Hey, you basically got your lights, you got your heavies, you got your launchers.
Getting expelled? Hey,
I mean, it's the same sort of combat style that we've had for the last couple, but for those who haven't played that, it's sort of like Arkham with a little bit of the DMC character action. The big difference this time is cooldowns, which we'll definitely be getting more and more of as it goes on.
Sandman,
I always hated that name.
I know you're angry at me.
This has nothing to do with you.
I don't know. I feel pretty involved with this, Marco.
I want to help you. But it's gonna hurt first.
Time for a bath, sucker.
No, I like my stank! You know, sand compacts when you hit it like that, so that would be almost worse than hitting the bare ground.
Not the worst Sandman-inflicted injury he's ever had.
No, if it's the one you're thinking of, and I'm thinking of, with the filling, that's the worst thing I've ever seen.
Oh, Marvel Zombies. Nothing to fuck with.
Don't look it up. If you don't know, don't look it up.
He's not listening. We gotta turn it up a notch. Ow! He hates water. His shoulder's already wet.
Bet he's not a big fan of electricity then either.
Whee!
Fine.
Miles out here like, I know Pokemon use the water and then the ground type can be hit with electricity. It's how it worked in the anime.
A little bit of God of War in there as well. I know they say every Sony game is starting to feel the same, but Jesus Christ, if they all play like this, I'm okay with that.
We need more water.
You know, we joke about the cinematic third-person action game, but if they're gonna go like this, then yeah, frickin' of course they're gonna keep doing it. It's really cool.
Done. Take your shot.
This is for your own good.
Just this big double rock slam. It's so good. I'm happy that they're not afraid to go still a bit silly and nerdy with how the Spider-Men fight, because they are two dorks.
How do you like your Spider-Man games? Do you like them fast? Do you like them to load quickly? Just flexing right now.
That is impossible to do on the PS4, like straight up. So when we talk about, oh, what's the point of a PS5 if, most of the games are also on PS4 there, that, you can't do that on it. The one thing that comes to mind is they released the Ratchet and Clank game, the newest one, which was also supposed to use this, solid-state hard drive to do things like that. They released it on PC, but you don't need a solid-state hard drive. If you watch footage of people playing the PC version of that without it, it's so bad, because every time you're supposed to have one of those instant loads like that, the game just freezes, and it's awful. So, this is the power of the PS5 in motion.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Full black swagger.
I love My Hero Academia.
Guys, the water tank on the Matheson building should do the trick. We're talking 10,000 gallons here.
That'll do it. It'll probably, make things a lot harder for the city, but things are pretty difficult right now as is, so.
Yeah, let's just assume that there's no drinking water crisis in New York City, because that would be bad.
You could wait until the red part, the danger wheel, the spider sense fills up to do it a lot more stylishly, but I'm okay.
Pretty much, if you ever press the dodge button when you got the Spidey sense, you're pretty much in the clear, with a few exceptions we'll get to later.
Spider-Man?
I just wanted to live normal, like everyone else.
Then I became a big man of sand.
For a guy like me, there is no other way.
So, I haven't read enough comics, and by that I mean very, very little, to know if this, turning into multiple versions of himself is a regular Sandman thing, because I can definitely say I've never seen that in, any of the animated or other game versions of Sandman that I've seen.
I can't say it rings familiar to me either, but it's a pretty cool power, and it kind of makes sense, because if he can make himself bigger, why can't he shrink and become multiple?
Yeah, and they actually do give explanation for it, which becomes the basis for one of our, first major side quests.
Get back.
Stay inside!
I'll do my best, but you're rapidly making me run out of inside here, Peter.
Yeah, the inside had become the outside.
Don't worry, that was on purpose. I didn't fail during a game's very limited intro.
You can still have one.
It's too late now.
Oh man.
You want some?
He's waiting for it.
Oh yeah, those finishes still feel good, baby.
Ooh, there's a lot of finishers in this one now, and some of them are really, really good. There was even some that they highlighted as saying, like, yeah, we took inspiration from this exact nerdy thing and wanted to use it as a reference, and they did, and they all look great.
He is. But I got this meeting with my
You notice how they turn to glass after I do that electricity attack?
It's so cool, and it works for any sort of electrically powered attack, and it does instantly kill them.
Lol. Come to me.
Can't let New York down.
Dummies. So it is cool that both, Pete and Miles there, they do feel different. Both of them kind of feel very similar to how they played in their, last outing, which, it wasn't so much that the Miles Morales game was an evolution on, the original. They are two different characters. And it's cool, because you go back and there's even missions where you get to play as one or the other. Just pick which one you like the most.
I think I was standing a wee bit too close there. Oh my god.
That giant fist did less damage than the ceiling almost hitting you.
Jesus.
I'm getting penny collars are wanted.
Bye-bye.
Oh, look at all of them. Could open up an art gallery.
I would advise against putting super villains in an art gallery. You never know when they're going to come back to life or activate their creations.
That is literally a plot point in Mega Man 7.
No!
Let's give him a drink instead!
Booyah!
Whoa, I only drink Gatorade.
Plop, 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 plop.
Nope.
Man, they weren't kidding about Peter getting his ass beat a lot in this game.
Break out the new toys!
I don't think it's necessary to prop Miles up, by the way. I just think it's that Parker look kicking in again.
The Parker luck of, you know, nothing ever 100% going right.
So yeah, this is new to the game, but not new to the Spider-Man mythos, the web wings.
What happens if he gets all that sand?
The original, like, OG Spider-Man stuff, like the old cartoon had them. And I always thought they were a bit weird, but now that we're actually, you know, seeing him fly with them quite a bit more, and it's more like a wingsuit, I really like it.
Phew, I'm glad it automatically did that. Oh, Jesus.
I was gonna say,
Ah, that,
oh no!
that one was not automatic. Peter, please.
No, not the Parker luck again!
Down, Marco! Innocent people are in danger!
We care about them.
Yeah, I can throw tornadoes now. I'm the Sandman.
They wouldn't listen to Marco.
Well, it's a sand tornado, so it kind of counts.
Okay. Seriously, what is today?
Maybe you shouldn't have worn the metal belt.
Okay, now you're just showing off, Miles.
One and only.
Right, he's over there. These guys are here, and we need to get to that guy.
There's one good property of lightning in video games. It's that stuff connects between targets.
Marco's storm is generating a lot of electricity!
Oh, I love co-op finishers.
Dual techs are the greatest thing that any video game can have, and I'm happy they're in.
You absorb enough energy! I'll shoot it right at him! You want me to get hit by lightning? Can you handle it? There's only one way to find out!
You're asking a lot of one of your students here, Peter, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not as bad as, you know, any of the standardized testing he has to go through.
There we go.
It is kind of nice that, you know, we get, right from the start, a brand new type of mook that's not just generic thug. Because one thing that I will say about the last couple Spider-Man games is that the enemy variety was, I mean, not lacking, but there wasn't a ton of it. Whereas here, it definitely, we're going to start seeing a nice variety of different types of enemies.
This is the thing the first God of War suffered from as well, and let's be real, Hogwarts Legacy as well will probably improve in that regard in the inevitable sequel.
Why won't you just give up?
I'm coming, Marco. Big old spider fly coming your way. Really? It's alright, we got you. Again, it's not Miles' fault that he can conduct lightning, okay? He didn't ask for that superpower.
Yeah, and you know, I've gone through a lot of media featuring Miles Morales. Worth mentioning, I played this game, but I haven't beat it yet. But I don't think I've ever received an explanation for why he has electrical powers.
Because... wouldn't it be funny if they just hit every single one of those on the way down? Ooh-ah-ee-wah.
All those little bits of sand, they're going to be pulling that out of their suits for weeks to come.
I have sand everywhere.
And we do mean everywhere. Woof.